Oh, okay. Everyone is from
Yeah.
Earth here, but I'm not. You said I don't believe in you. You think I'm not
Means you
from
are
Earth?
an no. I knew that you are from Earth, but you
Okay,
are
that's
trying to
all.
say you are an alien.
I have never said that, or I have never implied that. But anyway, okay. One of our friends wants to talk. Let's see. Abdul Sattar.
Hi, what's up?
Nothing much here. How about there?
Yeah, everything is fine. Where are you from?
I'm from planet Earth.
Okay. So, who let you come to the Earth?
Who lets me? My father and mother.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Can you guess my planet? Which
Uh,
planet I'm from?
it must be Earth.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh.
You are so clever. You
Oh,
predicted
really?
very. Yeah.
Just because I say you're from Earth. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so what's your topic?
You can read the topics in the welcome message.
Okay, God, atheism, mortality of the
Agnosticism.
life.
Yeah. And it's not mortality, it's morality. Many people read it like mortality. I don't understand why. Maybe that's the word that they know. Maybe that's why they read it like that. Anyway, I
Yeah.
don't care. It's not mortality, it's morality. But if you want to talk about mortality, the next topic is about it afterlife.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on afterlife? What do you think
I
about
don't
it?
believe in afterlife. I think people just die and we become earth, dust, or whatever. Or we are eaten by
Okay.
fish.
Okay.
Or we are eaten by some animals.
So basically, you are an atheist, right?
Yes, I'm an atheist.
Okay. Why you think that there is no God? I mean,
It's not like
there is
I
no
think there's
creator
no
of
God.
the universe.
It's not like I think there's no God. I don't know whether any God exists or not. That makes me an agnostic also. But why I don't believe a God exists, it's simple. Again, I don't have enough evidence to believe that there is a God. Okay.
Okay.
Hey. The guy who sends me private message, all people can see what you're typing. It's not private. You should know that, okay? Because this is live on YouTube right now, and people can see my screen.
Okay, I have joined through Free Talk. Okay, Free for Talk and not able to see your screen.
What?
Yeah, I joined from the Free Talk platform. Okay, Free for Talk.
You're on Free for Talk right now. You joined already from Free for Talk. What are you saying? I don't understand.
You just mentioned like you are sharing the YouTube screen. Okay, but
No,
I'm
I'm not
not
sharing
able
the
to
YouTube
see that.
screen. I'm sharing Free for Talk screen on YouTube.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says live on YouTube right now. If you read the
Okay.
welcome message, it's on the main screen also. There's a big
Okay.
message. Anyway,
Yes.
so the guy who was privating me, what's your question, man? Can you use the mic?
Yeah, I have just question like what happened after death?
Okay, I just said like most likely we become dust. Or it depends how did you die. Like if you're lost in an ocean, probably you will be eaten by all the creatures in the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe you will be eaten by an animal. But again, they will eat you and they will shat you. Then again, you will become just, dirt. dust or whatever in the soil. What do you think? I mean, what may happen except for what I said? By the way,
Like
fighter, just 10 seconds. Like, did you try to listen through YouTube? Is there any problem with audio? I couldn't open. Yeah, go on, go on.
according to me, once you die, right? In next, will be taking birth from some other I can say other creation. Might
You should
be
repeat that, man. I didn't get it.
actually according to me, once you died, right?
Huh?
So you'll be taking again birth.
Oh,
Uh,
you believe in reincarnation?
yeah,
Why do you believe that?
I heard that it will be happening like that, but not sure.
You heard that it's happening, but you're not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the
Like
thing, right? Like, we hear a lot of things, but that doesn't mean all are true, right?
yeah, ancestors are telling those stories. Yeah.
Oh, there are a lot of stories. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, but that don't mean, right? Like, if there's a story, it's true. No, it doesn't work like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing. Hi, Takion. Takion. What a nickname, man.
Tekion.
Takion. Takion. Okay, let's see how fast you are. You're not fast at all. You don't deserve that nickname, man. Anyway. Okay, like, you need a mic, first of all, and I gave it to you. And the rest of it, it's up to you. Okay. Bon appetit. I don't know, Fire. He said he's eating, and yeah, maybe he shouldn't speak while eating.
That might be.
So, yeah. So you heard about reincarnation?
Mr.
Yes.
Sorry for that, but Mr. Philosopher, now I'm audible.
You are
Yes.
audible, but terribly.
Mhm.
That's really creepy. So could you repeat that whole speech when
The
you
whole
talk about the
speech?
rational thinking?
I didn't make any speech about rational thinking, but you should fix your audio, man. And after that, you should clarify your question.
Yeah, might be he's asking what you have been discussed till now, just summary.
We
of it.
couldn't. We couldn't. I'm waiting for the people to engage with any of those topics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
some of you
mention the
guys.
topic name here. Yeah, the
Yeah,
guys will know.
we only mentioned about afterlife here, and I said I don't believe in afterlife because I don't have good evidence for it. And most likely, what we observe is the body just decomposes in the soil or in the water. That's what all we observe, and rest of it, I don't have good evidence for it. That's why I don't believe in the the rest of the claims. And yes, some asked me about God also, and I said I don't believe in God for the same reason. There's no sufficient evidence for me. That's why I don't believe. But he disconnected, so I have to make the
Might be
same
he's not
speech again.
interested in this topic. No, he's not interested.
Oh, maybe,
He knows that what happened after death.
maybe.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, that's our problem. Well, we are not able to find people to talk here. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
if it's a live stream or not. You may think that maybe people are afraid of being on YouTube, but no, Even if I'm not live, mostly there aren't many people to talk. Many
Might
people come.
be the issue is the topic. Like they don't have such information like what to discuss here with this topic. Mortal,
Maybe.
immortal. Yeah, that is end ultimately.
Yeah. Okay, let's try to give the mic. We have Lee.
Just share the mic.
Okay. Shh. Oh, CS. Okay. Philip.
Brother, you were born atheist or you just became atheist?
Old people are born as an atheist, man.
Sorry?
Old people are born as an atheist.
What did you say?
I said old people are born as an atheist.
No, brother. All people doesn't born an atheist.
I have never seen any baby praying to a god.
Yeah, they pray. You,
Oh,
if you
really?
see the Muslims,
Babies are praying?
especially. Yeah, of course.
Of course.
I mean, see, I have a question for you.
Wait. Don't change the topic. You're saying that babies are praying. What's your evidence for that?
Listen, if you read the scripture, if you read the real
I
scriptures
don't
of
need to read any scripture,
Islam,
man. Why should I read a scripture? I observe all the babies. I have
so
never
if
seen
you
any
don't need to
baby.
read the scripture, then you're not getting the answer.
Bye. Take care. So this is the simple rule. Just because something is written, that doesn't mean it's true. If that was the case, then you have to believe in every book that you read, okay? When you read Harry Potter, you don't think it's real, right? Or when you read Lord of the Rings, that doesn't mean it's true. If you read a book about dragons, okay, that doesn't mean dragons are real. So don't tell me to read a scripture, okay? It's not about digesting the truth. Like I read Quran, I read Bible, I'm still reading those books. So it's not about digesting, okay? It's about the poor evidence, okay? It's not about being poor atheist. The evidence is poor. It's not my bad, okay? That's a terrible accusation. I can't digest the truth. You think that it's the truth, you have to prove it. You can't say, oh, just read it in the scripture. I can also
Then
force you
tell
to
me who
read.
creating.
I will
Hello.
tell you.
Then tell me who created this world.
Then tell me who created God.
No one is. We
No one knows
God,
don't know
Bragi.
the answer.
Okay.
God
Yes,
is
but
eternal.
something
You guys
there
are
There is no
breaking,
one.
man.
who have created that
There is
it's
no
all
one who
happened.
created this planet.
I'm saying.
Yes,
Then
if
how
you say that,
explained?
yeah, and then how God
We don't know the
exists?
answer, but the unknown
How
answer is
God
God.
exists? What's the answer?
The
God exists.
unknown answer is God. Yeah,
My
we just
God. Hey,
call it a God.
where's this guy? Hey, only in English, man.
Oh, the world exists. Just tell me.
Akesh, it's you. You should fix your connection. There's just
I'm
noise.
not saying God is.
Okay, that's the problem. I'm talking about something else. You should fix your connection, and you keep talking. I agree. God is man-made. Mm, most likely. Okay, I said only in English. Bye bye. Sorry, need to go. Okay. Oh, Takeon is back. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome
Are you
back.
going to leave the room?
I'm going to what?
Are you going to leave the room?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
So. Okay. You will just listen. No problem. Okay. Yeah, that's so shitty when like people claim that We don't read those books. They even think that we don't know about those books. We have never read those books. We don't know anything about those books. That's really unacceptable. I can assume about you that you don't even know how to read and write. I can assume that, but I'm not doing that, right? But they're doing that. Like, why they're like assuming that we don't read those books? We are reading. Maybe not all atheist people are not reading, but I am reading, and I know many other people they're reading. And when we don't accept, when we do not accept those things, that doesn't mean it's about our digestion. No, it's about the poor evidence in those books. If it was that simple, as I said, you can believe in any book. Okay, read Lord of the Rings, believe that elves are real. Read Harry Potter, then believe that magic is real. Read about Game of Thrones and believe that dragons are real. Yes, you guys can. That's what we need. Did you fix your connection, Akash? We can test it easily. Let's see. I gave you the mic, man.
It's okay. According to you, who is creating this world?
Okay, I don't know the answer, but the question is already
Hello.
fallacious. I think you didn't fix your connection. You're saying hello. Yeah, you couldn't fix it.
Is there any
Probably.
noise coming from my mic?
The noise
Is there any
coming
noise
from the
coming from my
background
mic?
is not disturbing, but there's a
But
latency, I think.
oh,
Yeah, seemingly there's a latency. You're not even responding.
I am not saying there is a God, okay, but there is something that
You don't care about the problem that we are having right now. You just want to talk. You don't want to listen. You just want to talk. That's not good, okay? That's not good for a communication. I'm talking about a problem here, which is a big problem when people are communicating online, okay? It's called latency.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm okay. How about you?
I'm good. Can you repeat what you were actually bringing before? Like, what was the problem?
Okay, the problem about the question who created the world or universe is a fallacious question. That's what I was trying to explain. When you ask who did it, that doesn't mean someone did it. That's why it's a fallacious question. But if you're free to ask such false questions, I can ask who created the creator of this universe. But they don't have a good answer for that. They say, "Oh no, the creator doesn't have a creator." Oh really? Okay, who makes the rule? You just believe that you have a creator and your creator doesn't have a creator, and this is not more than a belief. That's it. And even if I accept that something can exist without a creator, this is good, by the way. I can say, okay, if this is possible, then the universe doesn't have a creator. Because according to your logic, someone can exist without a creator. Then let's say the universe doesn't have a creator. And how to explain it? We don't need to explain it. We can say, oh, it's universe because it's universe. Like the way that I explain, oh, God doesn't have a creator, really? Yeah, because it is God. God doesn't have a creator.
Okay.
Yep.
So, what was the question, or what was the thing that you want to find, like the answer?
And the answer, I was just trying to answer the question. That was the question: who created the world, or who created the universe?
Okay, so your stand is like you don't believe there was a creator, or
Yeah, I don't believe.
okay, it's totally fine.
What about you?
I do believe in there is a creator,
Okay. What kind of a creator?
God.
Okay, an intelligent, super powerful being.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and why do you have such a belief?
Because I think like both of us cannot, like, I think inherently human cannot prove the existence of this world, and therefore people have the right to believe in what they want to believe, and therefore both sides have the benefit of believing in both things. I think at least believing something powerful and something that can give you something in return is much more beneficial as opposed to believing in nothingness.
Okay, so you believe a God exists for the practical reasons, just because it benefits you. The belief itself benefits you.
For
That's why you
sure.
believe.
Since
Okay.
no one, since no one can prove the existence of this universe, and somehow in our human mind, it is very inherently limited. So therefore, since nobody can prove on those things, therefore, I think like the benefits is inherently larger when you believe in something. So therefore, you can probably get the practicality and utility of it.
Yeah, well, I see. I see. I mean, if you believe in a God for practical reasons, I can't say anything. It only shows that you prioritize benefit, practicality. For my
I mean,
case, I don't
you
do
think,
that when it comes to God. I care about whether there is a God or not. I seek for convincing evidence for the existence of such a thing.
have you found one?
Not yet. That doesn't mean I won't be able to, but probably I won't be able to. I'm not sure about that. I'm agnostic.
Do you think you will be able to find out?
If there is a God, maybe, maybe not.
Do you think humanity will ever find out the creation of this universe?
You mean the creator of the universe?
Yeah.
If there is, maybe. Because just because there is a creator of this universe, that doesn't mean we can find it. Maybe the creator of the universe doesn't care. Like if you search for, let's say, Leonardo da Vinci, can we find him right now? No, we cannot. But we can find what he created, right?
I think that is an apple to apple comparing finding out who Leonardo da Vinci is and those kind of things. I think like because like in order to find out the creator of this universe, you need to go back to time. While in fact, in theory, human cannot go back in time, and time is something that is uncontrollable for human. So yeah, at least what I believe in humanity, we will never find out, at least in our reality when we're living, we will never find out who is the creator of this universe. Probably when we die, if you believe in religion, you will find out. But like if you don't, then yeah, no.
Yeah, but like your scenario is based on the fact that God doesn't care about us, or he doesn't want us to find him in that case. So I don't think it's only about time travel to find something out. So if there's a God, and if God is intelligent, if you want to talk to God, right? If you're asking evidence, maybe God will give it to you if he wants. Then you don't need all those things that you mentioned to know a God
What?
exists. The one you said we should go back in time to find out whether there was a creator or not. I don't think it's the only case if God really exists. We
Because
don't
I
have
think
to do that.
that's the foundation of agnostic and atheist people, because they are really relying on science and logical thinking. So therefore, they really rely on what I believed before. For sure, I don't need to do those process because I'm a believer in God and religion. So therefore, yeah, I don't need to do all those process, and I think like my life would be much more easier as opposed to waiting for the scientific reason.
Okay. Yeah, again, it's about what you prioritize.
But aren't you agnostic because you believe in like logical and scientific things, or do you have any reason for being an agnostic?
Uh, my agnosticism, I think, is relative when it comes to God, because I'm not as agnostic as when it comes to other things. Because as you find practicality in the belief of God, I find practicality to believe in other things. When it comes to
That's
God, I change my standards. I require more evidence. For example, I believe that um, people won't kill me when I go to work today.
hmm
Can I be sure? No. But yeah, I go there as if there will be no big problems. Or I go to supermarket, I buy food as if there's no poison in any of them. But there could be, there might be. I don't know that, but I have to trust that they're not poisonous. I have to believe. And that's practicality for me because I cannot send samples of those things that I buy, right? Every day to a laboratory. It's not practical. I would starve. I couldn't even drink water.
I
So
understand.
yeah,
Example, can you elaborate more?
yeah, I should have faith in a lot of things. And there are also other things like when we start reasoning, we kind of take a little bit leap of faith. For example, we trust logic. It's not we justify logic. We can't do that because you can't prove logic with logic. You can't do that. But we have to trust. And we have really good reasons when we trust logic because we don't see the violation of logic. We consistently observe the same results when it comes to logic. That's why we trust. But still, it's trust. It's like belief. Sure, it's different than believing in something that you don't observe, which is God. There's a huge difference between logic and God. But yet, yeah, or I have to kill the demon of the Descartes. I have to believe that you are not my imagination, or maybe I don't have to, but this is what I do. I believe that you're external to me, or the universe. I believe that it's not my creation. I am in a universe. There is a universe, and I'm inside of it. I believe in that, and mostly it's practical, or it feels good, or just I go with the flow. I can't prove otherwise. If someone claims, hey, what if you are a brain in a man? Okay, maybe, but there's no reason to believe in that. What I experience is this right now, and I just go with it, and it's not changing, right? I wake up, I see the same universe, see the same people, they behave like, you know, I'm not aware of their minds, and it makes me feel that they're different people with different minds, not my mind. But can I be wrong? Yes, I can be. But yeah, and that's more practical for me to believe that you are a different person or I live in a universe. So such things, yeah, you see that these are kind of related to fate. But again, I should underline that there is a huge difference between believing in angels or afterlife or God.
Yeah. So, what is the conclusion
Oh, about what?
about all you said?
Oh, okay. But the conclusion, as I said, like when people realize that they believe in something for some benefits, like the way that you believe, to me, then it's okay. It's not debatable because I do the same thing, but I do it for other things, not for the God. And that's like a standard that you apply to different things, and you don't apply the same standards. And I respect that. And to me, it's okay. I don't think we should have one standard and apply it to everything. It would be so complicated. But yeah, like for example, if I say, hey, take it fate, like into fate, it will be beneficial for you that if you believe that I'm an alien coming from another planet, well, let's suppose that there is a benefit in that. Well, come on, wait. You don't have to believe in that, right? So you don't apply the same standard, right? Like for God, it's different. For other things, it's different. It's the same for me. And but yet it's arguable for me. Like when people claim that they have good evidence for the existence of God, now it's out of the topic whether it benefits or not. Yeah, that's a separate topic. Then
I
we
still
can
don't
discuss whether God
get
exists or not. Come again?
I still don't get the conclusion. Like,
Oh,
are you trying to say that? Yeah. Can you simplify it? Because I think like there are so many, like additional information. Like,
additional
would you like to
information.
provide for me so I can just understand the
I
point or
just
like the line message.
repeated that, but the whole message that I'm trying to give, when people believe in a God for practical reasons, there's no way for me to discuss about it. And I explained why, because We can't seek evidence for everything in our lives, and we don't have to. There's no such a rule. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. But why do I discuss about these topics? Because they're discussable also. Some people care about evidence, not practicality. And then our aim is matching. They care about evidence. I care about evidence, and I investigate what kind of evidence and what amount of evidence they have. Then then it becomes discussable for me. I discuss with those people, and I like to
Well,
do
do you
that.
believe that there is evidence?
What
Do you believe that there is evidence
or what?
of the existence of God?
There are
And therefore it's-
a lot of evidence, but they're so poor for me.
it exists in both sides. I think like the evidence, it's not even debatable, because people say evidence, but it's subjective evidence. It's not an absolute evidence. So let's say like, oh, I believe in God because let's say He helped me when I was like giving birth or whatever, like some suffering moments that I been through. But then like agnostics say, oh, there's no evidence because I think like because I go through everything by myself, and I think like this is not something that happened because of God. So I think when we want to discuss evidence, there is no ending, and it's going to be a deadlock debate because everyone is just going to come with their subjective examples, and therefore there is no ending as well.
When we come to absolute, yeah, I can agree with you because we cannot be absolutely sure about anything. Like the thing is about the evidence is just the amount of the evidence, whether it's convincing for you or not, whether it's enough or not. And I seek for such kind of evidence, and in the end of the day, yes, I can't be sure, and I cannot be sure about anything, even about the sentence that I'm just saying right now. So, yes, you're right in that sense. But as I said, like for some things that we experience, they're more convincing than the other things. For example, which one is more convincing for you? Um, Somehow there are aliens out there, and the other statement is the Earth rotates around the sun. Those are two different claims, but for one of them, we can say, hey, wait, we have great evidence for the second statement. But about aliens, wait, it's debatable. Someone
Yeah.
can say, like, you can use the hyper skepticism and say, wait a second, what if, like, there is no sun? What if the aliens are just sending signals into our brain and we always experience that as if there is a star in the middle of this system and we just rotate around, but in real, there is no such a thing. Oh, wait a second. Now, this is hyper skepticism. Can I say no? I can't. But do I have any reason to say, oh, wait, it must be the case? No, I don't have such a good evidence, good reason to believe that it's just, alien scam. No, but what I experience and observe and measure, it says that Earth rotates around the sun.
But it
So
can be absolute.
it can be what?
I think it's because it can be absolute because we're not debating like I think the examples you give about aliens and stuff, I think it's because we have the access to debate about those things, while in the other hand when we debate about gods we still have no access to God, like literally to God or to the creator of this universe. So therefore it is quite hard to debate, and even if we can debate it, it's always fall under subjectivity, as I said before.
Yeah,
It's so
because
different with like alien stuff, like because aliens and those kind of things, like humans can build. Right now, we are accessible to have rockets, for example, or like telescope that can see 100 light years away from us. We can send like the Voyager and to find other creatures out there. So it is kind of debatable as well to have a theory that there are other creatures out there, like aliens. But even as the sun as well, do we rotate the sun? It is very accessible for us to know that because again, we have all the equipments to debate about them. But it's so different with God because like I think there's no human right now, or at least in our current life, have the access to actually debate about God because nobody has been to heaven or hell or whatever concept that can disprove God or proving God. Yeah, so even if we can debate it, still it's subjective.
Oh, sure, I can debate it, and yeah, and it's not like always the way that you say it, because people claim that God intervened, and it might not be it might not be subjective also. If God
It is
really exists, if God really came here, then there could be some evidence that suggests that wait a second, this is not human.
it
This
is
is
subjective.
it is subjective.
Why not it is not? Why then
Okay.
it is not?
Yeah, but in that sense, everything is subjective if you think like that.
No, like
Oh,
there are no, it's like there are some objective thing for sure. Like
okay.
let's say when you talk about like certain things that are there are objective, but like things like those like individual experiences that you mentioned on like how the God intervene in their life, for sure it is subjective because some people can take that for example, God intervened in my life because I was success, but then the agnosis say no, it's no intervene. It is subjective because they have
Okay,
no valid.
let me give you one example. Let's suppose some feature has appeared in the sky, and all people on Earth can hear the sound of it, and all people can understand what that thing says in their own language. It says, "I came here to stop the war. I'm your God," and then he stops the war, and it goes back. Do you think that this is also subjective?
But who says that?
It's a question. It's a question.
Wait, like how is the question?
I gave you the scenario. Okay, you remember it?
Yeah, can you repeat it?
Something appears in the sky, and all people hear what it says in their own language. It says, I came here to stop the war." You know, war is going on all the time. It says that I came here to stop the war. It's enough. It stops
Is
the
something
war. It goes away.
is that something describable or not? Like
Oh
the
yeah, but people can see a feature, let's say Jesus figure-like feature in the sky, like a cloud, but you know, somehow you can distinguish it. People look at it, people can hear it, can feel it, and again, and then it stops the war and just leaves.
Yeah, so let me explain why something can be objective because I think when something it is objective, I think everyone can collectively agree on those things. Therefore, it is something that is subjective. But like the reason why there is subjectivity in your question, I think you can underline the question on who said it. So therefore, anyone can probably have a theory. I don't know, like conspiracy about it, so therefore it becomes subjective. But then when you said about, oh, he said the word, people can say the word is subjective. We all agree that he said that, therefore it is objective. He said that exact words, right? It is not subjective, it is objective because though it comes in a different language, but the message is clear and everyone understands it in the same way, right? Even
Yeah.
it comes in a different language, but the message is objective. The message is objective, right? So it's very simple. Like for example, if you understand objectivity,
Oh
it's
no,
like
you confused me right now. So what happened in my example? You think that was subjective or objective?
if you want to ask the word, the message, it is objective. If you want to
See?
answer,
But it's not about the communication. Like there was a war going on, and that thing stopped the war, and no any weapons can
anything,
work after that.
because it could be anything. It could be like someone made a technology or whatever. I don't know. It could be
Oh,
someone because you don't know.
so
Therefore, it becomes
that's the
subjective.
thing. So this is the hyper skepticism that I mentioned. So anything you
But
cherry
why is
pick
it
that you experience right now, I can say, oh, it might be an alien technology. Even the bottle of water that you buy from the supermarket, I can say, wait a second, it's not maybe it's not real. Maybe it's just a hologram created by an alien.
Because you can't prove it under your scenario.
How can you
Can you
prove
prove-
that it's not a hologram created by an alien technology?
People can prove it. I mean, like it's
Can?
subjective because it doesn't have any answer yet. So the subjectivity is like the opinions from people, but the message is subjective. Can you answer? Like you said, the message.
Not only
is
the
clear.
message, well, what happened also was objective, right? All people observed
Yeah,
what
we have-
happened there.
his object was to end the war. Objective, right? It's very simple to understand objectivity and subjectivity. But basically, subjectivity is something that people cannot agree on, so therefore people have different opinions about them. But something that is objective is something that people agree on. All of people like communally agree that this is something that they heard, and therefore it's something that is true collectively, right? But if it happens like it brings you questions on different things, then therefore it becomes subjective.
Okay, yeah, but I can bring questions about any topic that you cherry pick, anything.
No, your scenario, like your scenario can be separated into different questions, right? So your scenario, firstly, someone come, nobody knows who is it, therefore it becomes a subjective question, but he comes with an objective purpose, which is to end the war, right? So there is something objective there. But also he comes with an objective message, which is, hey, I want to end the war into to all different people. So therefore there are the message and the purpose is objective, but the person who said that is still objective because we still don't know who it is, right? That's the answer of your scenario. There is no one valid answer for the whole scenario because the scenario is complex.
The scenario was complex.
It
Okay.
is.
Yeah, but in the under what you said, anything is subjective. Like so, the
No,
people
not-
observing such things that doesn't mean it was objective. Like we
anything
can
is
still
subjective.
question the reality of what happened.
I didn't say anything is subjective. I said your scenario has subjectivity and subjectivity. When did I say when did I say anything is subjective?
You didn't say. I'm saying that. Like anything cherry pick in that example, I can claim it to be subjective, not objective even.
No, I didn't say anything is
You
subjective.
didn't. I'm saying that. I didn't say you
Well,
said it.
you
I'm
said-
saying it.
Well, then you got me wrong then.
I got you wrong? No, I don't think so. You're
Why
saying
not?
that in my scenario there are objective things. That's
Yeah,
what you
if
said. Yeah, you see. So I didn't get you wrong. So what I'm saying, well, wait a second. Like the skepticism that you apply to that example leads us to, claim that everything in the example must be subjective.
No, I didn't say that.
You didn't say that. This is my conclusion.
But your conclusion is based on my point. What do you mean?
Based on your reason, yeah, because you're saying that, oh yeah, we observe something. Oh, this part is objective, but like thinking that, oh, it was a god is just an opinion, right? It's just
What do you
subjective, right?
ask is subjective? What was your question of which one? What kind of answer? You
Nothing.
expect?
Like it was about presenting evidence, which is better than the evidence that the religions provide, right? And how this example started, because you said that about God, it will be always discussable, okay? And when you said that, I said then it means
I said
then-
it. The understanding of God is subjective. It was clear because nobody.
if
can
God
prove
is
God.
nobody can prove, but are you saying that we can't prove God's existence ever?
We can't prove and we cannot disprove that God exists. So therefore, people have the right to believe in what they want to believe because it is subjectivity. Therefore, you have the right of religion, freedom of choosing your religion.
You said we can prove or we cannot.
We can. We cannot prove. Neither we can disprove.
Okay, look,
You
I'm not
understand?
talking about disproving, I'm talking about the proving part. So you believe that we can prove the existence of God?
Neither you cannot disprove.
Oh my God! Why are you repeating the unnecessary part? I'm talking about the proving part. Okay.
What is it unnecessary? Oh my gosh! Why is
Okay.
it unnecessary?
Why it's unnecessary? Because I'm not claiming that anyone can
Right.
disprove. Okay, we agree on that part. We agree on
Yeah,
that part.
because
That's why it's
you said-
unnecessary. Okay. So
Because if you
my
can't-
objection is if you say that, if you claim that we can prove the existence of God, when we prove something, it becomes objective, right?
Huh?
When we prove something, it becomes objective.
But can you?
You said we can, right? It was you who said we can.
We cannot.
My
can.
God. I asked the question clearly. What do you think? Can we prove the existence of God? You said yes, we can prove.
I didn't say that. You can watch your live stream again. Are you live right now?
I asked 2 times. Yeah, I'm live. I will watch it
You
again.
can
But
watch your
anyway,
live-
like I don't have to watch. If you say we cannot prove ever the existence of God, okay. If that's what
I don't
you're
have to
calling.
say on what I said on what I didn't say, but you can rewatch the stream.
I don't have to. Just I can ask it again. Like, okay, I'm asking you again. Do you think can we prove the existence of God?
We can't.
We cannot. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I just misheard. I don't have to rewatch it.
Neither you can disprove it. So you understand? So
Okay.
with the question, can we prove the existence of God? We
Can
can't.
we prove the existence of anything?
What? Sorry?
Can we prove the existence of anything?
Not anything yet. We're still growing.
So we cannot prove anything right now.
Huh? What?
My question was, can we prove that anything exists?
Anything?
Anything, yeah,
Like
anything.
like
Cherry pick
literally-
anything. Can we prove anything?
What do you mean by cherry pick anything? Cherry
Okay,
pick is meaning.
So God is okay in the category of something that we cannot prove. Right?
Huh?
That's what you said.
What do you mean by anything? I said we cannot prove
Forget
anything.
about anything right now. So you said that we cannot prove the existence of God. Okay?
Yes. we
I don't
can.
know for what reasons. My question right now,
We
can
agree.
we prove the existence of anything? When I say anything, you can cherry pick anything in your mind right now.
Huh? I don't understand the question. Sorry.
Never mind.
If you
I'm tired
answer,
of
if you
asking.
ask me, can we like this? Like I'm gonna type the question. Can we prove anything?
Yeah, can we prove anything? Can we prove the existence of anything? So we were talking about God's existence, and you said, no, we cannot prove God. Neither we can disprove. I got that part. So we cannot prove anything exists. Okay. Wow.
No,
Weird. Interesting.
because it is not anything. We can prove something. Some things.
That was the question. So what's that thing?
Anything is generalized.
Yeah, I generalized before you to have, freedom to choose anything. Just
Huh?
cherry pick one thing and claim that yes, we can improve the existence of that thing.
I'm so sorry. I don't understand. Totally
Never
don't
mind.
understand.
Never mind. I'm not. Never mind.
I don't know. Like someone can
That's okay.
rewatch this, and I just don't understand. What do you mean by you said anything, but I can.
Someone
cherry pick?
rewatching it doesn't help you right now. So anyway,
I don't know. Like I don't think the question makes sense.
okay. If it doesn't make sense, what can
Well,
I do?
can you
I did my best. So I'm trying right now. I'm not gonna ask
I
it again.
don't understand when you said you can. When I say anything, you can cherry pick anything. Or do you mean like I can cherry pick one thing that we can prove and cherry pick one thing we cannot prove? Is that what
We
you mean?
already did. You said we cannot prove the existence of God. So we don't have to mention about that one. We have an example for something that you cannot prove. Okay. And I said, okay, now let's go back to the things that we can prove. Is there anything like that? Was my question.
Oh, is there anything like we cannot prove like God?
No. It's enough. It's enough. I'm sorry. I'm really tired.
I don't know. Like if your question is going to prove anything, no. Yeah, that's just my answer. No.
But you even didn't get the question. But anyway.
Yeah. We can't prove anything.
Eh.
Can you prove anything?
I didn't claim that I can prove, but anyway. It's useless anymore.
I think it's an objective answer because we cannot prove anything.
We
at least
cannot
now.
prove anything. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. We can't prove it. It's very true.
It's very true that we cannot prove anything. Okay.
Yeah. Can you prove an alien exists?
I cannot prove an alien
Therefore, you
exists.
can't prove anything.
Okay.
Simple. I don't know why
Simple.
you make that.
Simple. Yeah, you cherry pick aliens, something that we cannot prove. And
Why?
therefore, if we cannot prove aliens, that means we cannot prove anything.
I'm so sorry. Why are you keep using the word cherry pick?
Okay, because I think we can prove many things, right?
Can you define the word cherry pick?
Rest of the gods. Okay, we only mentioned about God so far, and aliens are the second thing you just mentioned about it. Okay,
I didn't cherry pick.
and God was in the category of something we cannot prove right now. And I said, okay, oh, why the hell? I'm just repeating. No, I don't want to repeat. I'll just create the room
There is like
again.
what do they people call this? Like a sandwich conversation, like where you just put vocabularies. But can you define the word cherry pick?
No,
Can you explain the expression of cherry pick? What does cherry pick
I'm
mean?
not gonna define the word cherry pick. Okay.
I want to know how you understand it so I can understand the question better.
I'm trying to ask the same question nearly 20 minutes, so I'm tired.
Okay, then just explain the word cherry pick. You used it.
Uh,
It's simple. It's a simple meaning. It has
I'm
simple meaning.
tired. I don't want to define anything right now.
Okay, since you cannot define, maybe I'm gonna give my definition of how I think cherry pick means. Cherry pick means like you pick something just to favor you or favor your point. So therefore you cherry pick something. So usually in arguments, you cherry pick something. For example, you just cherry picks it because you think that it's gonna benefit you. Like that simple thing is gonna benefit you. But I wasn't cherry pick. I was objectively answering your question. So it wasn't a cherry pick.
I didn't say you cherry pick the god. Okay.
But
I
you
said
keep saying
pick anything,
what-
pick anything except God. Like there are millions of objects that you observe. You cannot
therefore,
prove anything
question-
in your life. That was the question.
So therefore, your question should be: can you give one example of thing that you can prove? That's
Look,
it. I think it's much more makes sense if you say that. Can you say one thing that you can prove in your life, or can you say one thing that you can prove?
I believe that was so clear, but
Wasn't
somehow
clear.
you were so stubborn to understand the question.
I think someone can rewatch the stream and they can find out whether
I
if
hope
it's
people
it's-
rewatch this because I'm here for watch time.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
hope.
Where's your YouTube channel? Maybe I can, share to some people.
Oh, you want to
It's like-
rewatch? Okay, please rewatch it. Type Flow
yeah, let me
Sober.
just ask some of my Americans friends and let's see if there's misunderstanding or whatever.
Yeah, you can confirm it.
Sure. No issue.
Hey there.
Hey, Ahmed.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay. How about there?
Yeah, great. Nothing much. Same old, same old. Thanks for asking.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope you have seen the title and welcome message.
Okay, I just want to ask you a question.
Yeah, but before that, you should say yes, no. Did you read the welcome message?
Yes, I get it.
You did it. Okay, cool. Now you can ask your question.
Okay. What is your favorite, part in philosophy? Islamic or Christian?
For me, they're not that much different. I look at the basic claims of those religions, including Judaism and Hinduism. They claim that a God exists. They claim that there's an afterlife, and that's all for me. And they're so similar in that sense.
Well, I don't think there is no any kind of similarity about it.
Really?
Yes, because actually I'm deep in Islamic philosophy, by the way.
Okay, but don't you think that Christianity claims that a God exists, super powerful being who created this universe, who created hell, heaven, who created humans in this universe?
Yeah, you have a kind of philosopher like Aristocles. I think Sufistaiyin, it was really, insane, which means they have a lot of kind of different things between this kind of religion. And some people said, um, the people came from the hell and some people came from nature. But I think as a Muslim person, I'm devious, by the way, about Islam and this kind of things. But I find it's kind of overthinking thing, is not makes sense for me actually. It is kind who just want to make you, oh my gosh.
Man, Christianity says that God exists and God created this universe and everything in this universe and created an afterlife. And you're saying that that doesn't make sense to you?
I just want to say.
Did you hear my question, Ahmed?
Yeah, I get
Okay,
it.
and do you think that that doesn't make sense to you?
I think I just want to say that doesn't make sense for me. I mean, the Western, philosophy.
I'm not talking about Western philosophy. I'm speaking about the core belief of Christianity. A God exists, God created us, God created afterlife, and people will be in hell or heaven based on their deeds. And I'm saying that this doesn't make sense to you?
No, I know that actually it makes sense.
It
Actually.
makes sense. So don't you think that this is very similar to your religion, Islam?
Yes, but
Okay, the core belief of those both religions are very similar.
really similar.
Yes,
Okay.
really similar. Allah is also a powerful being who created this universe and who created everything in this universe intentionally and created the afterlife, hell, heaven, judgment day, right?
Yes.
Okay. Isn't that similar?
So, what is the most important things in religion?
I think those claims are so important for me, at least for me. But one thing important for me may not be important for other people. So, like, before you joined, we were discussing with this lady. The existence of God was not that much important for her to know or to understand. She was focusing on the practical sides of the religion and belief, and I was okay. If that's the case for you, then nothing to argue about that. And
Mm,
for me, I care about those claims and I care about whether there is good evidence for those claims or not. Because I want to
mm,
believe in things when there is, good evidence for me. So I care about evidence when it comes to these topics. So it can be anything. Like for other people, some people are feeling so lonely, right? When they believe a
yeah,
God exists, they don't think they're lonely anymore. So they care about this. Maybe they care about this the most, right? So it's about
yeah.
what you think is more important for you.
Morals.
Yeah, it's relative.
Yeah, morals. It's really important. Um, because when you find a kind of a lot of morals in your life, so that's why the people around you they're gonna have a good morals. Because as I can see also, I have a good example about this. Be like coffee, one face, not two. I think this sentence is really important because nowadays, unfortunately, you can find a lot of people around you with two faces, you know, and you don't know who's, you can trust about him or not. I think moral is really important, for my opinion. By the way, I think you're atheism, maybe. That's right.
So sorry, you think why? What?
Atheism.
I'm an agnostic atheist, as you can see in my profile picture.
Yeah. Okay. So do you have a channel on YouTube?
Sorry, come again?
Do you have a channel on YouTube?
Sure, and we are on live. Like that's why I said, did you read the welcome
Yeah,
message?
I read it actually, but most
Okay.
of the people here, they just want to make a kind of copy paste, you know?
Oh, okay.
How many followers do you have?
Okay.
10K. Cool.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're not all following actively.
Mhm.
That's why I decided to live stream to engage with more people who are
Yeah.
really interested in these topics. While we see Lee on the screen. Okay.
Mhm.
Maybe they should
Yeah.
see the message.
Yeah, I get it. Well, I just want to say that for you, why did you choose philosophy?
Oh, I like it. That's all. It's like asking, why did you choose ice cream to eat? People like it. I like this. Okay.
I get it. Yes. That was your measure, or you just like it and mine with this
Right now,
kind
it's my major, but I'm not a good student. You should know that.
Yeah. I think you like it, actually.
I like it, yeah. I like it. But I like specific topics, like the ones that you see here.
Yeah, reality, soul, everything. Yes. And have you ever been heard about Luazzi?
Luazzi? No.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
that? Who is that?
Luazzi, it was a Greek philosopher. Okay.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
told you that I'm not a good student, you see?
Okay. I can tell you. And as we can see right now in the board about the war or something like that, some of the people said, I want to live in the peace. You know, he
People say
said,
that they want to live in peace. Okay.
yes, yeah. And after that, he just said the good words. He just said, do you think yourself you have ability to make this world peace without words or something like that?
Do you have the
And
ability to make what?
to make the peace in the world
Oh,
without words, you
without
know?
wars. Okay.
Yeah, he said, no, I don't have.
Mhm.
And after that, I was reading in political philosophy, okay? And this book mentioned about this topic, and this philosopher said, sooner or later, we will be in the war, okay? And this war, it's gonna be about the weapons. And as we can see right now, weapons, yes. And if you wanna need the real peace in the world, you need to burn all weapons in the world. So what do you think about that?
Even if there were no any weapons, still there would be wars. That's what I think.
Yes, but I think it's making sense, maybe.
Sure, that would be less violent. That would be better. Since like there will be human minds on this planet, there will be always conflict. I think.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, right.
Shahriar, welcome back, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much. How are you today?
I'm okay. How about you?
Yeah, that's also.
I don't hear you properly, man. Anyway, so Ahmed,
Yeah, so I'm eating a dinner right now, so I'll just listen.
man, it's not clear, man. I don't understand. So Ahmed, like,
Yes.
do you have evidence for the existence of God? Existence of God.
You just mean about kind of adjectives, like
Kind of what?
adjectives in the
No,
God.
I mean, can you prove the existence of God?
Okay. Um, You know, actually, I gonna talk with you about my religion, and if you want to discuss about it, it's okay. You know, actually, the God right now see us, okay,
I can't
and
see us right now.
He can see us.
But first, I think you should prove a God exists. Then you should prove that God can see us.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you. But actually, I'm just saying these words from my religion, okay? And you have another religion, but I'm gonna tell you kind of ayat in Quran, okay? And I'm gonna translate it immediately. Just wait a minute.
Waiting. I'm waiting.
Okay. Okay, so have you ever been read the Quran?
I read the Quran.
You have you ever been tried to read Quran before or not?
What does it mean? I read the Quran.
What did the meaning you need Quran? Have you ever been heard the Quran before?
Do you know what does it mean? Read.
Yes.
Okay, I read Quran.
You read it before.
Before also, yeah.
What do you think about that?
It's just a book.
Just a book.
Just a book that many people read. And indeed, we have created man, and we know what his own self is supposed to him, and we are near to him than his jugular way. Okay. So what? That doesn't mean anything, Ahmed, to me. By the way, I know this verse.
You know.
Yeah.
So what
So,
is the meaning of
like, if you read a book, if it says, I created dragons in a book, okay? Do you think that dragons are real?
it's what? Repeat again, please.
Okay, if you read a book, and in the book it says that I created dragons. Dragons, you know, dragons?
No, I don't know this word.
Let me type.
Okay.
Dragon.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I know.
You know, okay. So if it says that I have created dragons, that means dragons are real? No, right. Simply no. So just because
No.
you read something in a book, that doesn't mean whatever it says is true. Okay. That doesn't mean everything is false in the book. You should know that. But that doesn't mean everything is true. So it says that we created man. That doesn't mean there is someone who created man. Okay. And that doesn't mean there is someone to know all those things. Maybe only humans know themselves. Maybe no one else knows about us. Why? Because maybe there is no one except humans. Simple
No
logic.
one see us. No one accept us. No one knows about our future. No one. Okay. So what do you think about the I mean, oh my gosh, I forget the word. Okay, gonna type it. Okay. Magician, yes. What do you think about the magic?
Magic. I don't believe in magic.
You don't believe in magic. So
Yeah.
if someone beside you make a kind of magic for you, what are you gonna do?
What do you mean, what do I gonna do? I'll watch it. I will enjoy it.
You're gonna watch and enjoy.
Yeah.
But maybe you can sometimes find yourself you're not comfortable in your sleep and you have a lot of bad things in your life.
So, what does that mean?
What does that mean? Which means, sometimes we have a lot of bad situations in our life, and we should treat ourselves. You know,
Oh, yeah, we
because
should treat ourselves, but people can treat themselves in many different ways, right?
yeah,
It doesn't have to be with your God. It doesn't have to be with your religion. People go and they, spend their time doing sports or meditate or go in the nature and spend time in the nature or do other things, eat healthy, many other things, right? It
eat
doesn't have to be
healthy.
your religion.
But you know, actually, most of the people ate healthy before, and they did.
They what?
They did. I mean, diet.
Sure, people die, yeah. So what?
You know. Okay, so
You know
when
what?
you tell me,
Actually, there
when
were
you tell,
people who believed that God exists. Did they follow Islam? You know what? They died also.
yeah.
So
So
what?
that's why I just want to ask you, when you play sports or go to nature or kind of eat healthy food or something like that, that's already, it doesn't mean you're gonna be like strong or no, man,
It
come
doesn't
on.
mean? Come on.
Yes, it
You
doesn't mean.
should come on.
No, it doesn't mean.
You
I
should come
swear,
on.
it doesn't mean you're gonna be strong or something like that.
Okay, how can you be strong? By praying 5 times a day?
How you can be strong?
Our topic is not how to be strong, right?
Yes.
But if you're saying that you cannot be strong in those ways and you can only be strong by believing in Allah and praying 5 times a day or fasting, is it your claim? If this is not your claim,
It
then
is
we
one
are,
of them. It's
it's
one of
one
them,
of
actually.
them.
It's one of them. Okay.
So you
But
think that there is no one healthy and strong and
no,
they
actually,
are atheist or Christian?
you have people around you. They're strong.
What?
Okay, but no one doesn't know this guy is strong than me or not, because actually you
That's
don't
another
know.
topic, man. Come on.
You know. And when you tell me sports gonna make you strong, oh my God, how many times did you find a lot of people died in the clubs? How many times did you find a lot of people
How many times
died?
did you find people who died in a mosque?
Okay, I hope
Man,
that
man, 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 man.
I hope
People
that
die. Doesn't matter if they're Muslims, Christians, or atheists. People die. People are strong. Doesn't matter they're Christians, Muslims, or atheists. Okay? That's a fact. So what are you trying to discuss here? I don't understand.
yeah, I think I just want to say that for you.
Yeah, but what
Because
you're saying doesn't make sense because again, like
because it's
people who are strong can be atheist, can be Muslim, can be Christian. So what? What are you trying to prove here?
yes, but you
It's a
don't believe
question.
God,
What
so
do you
that's
prove
why
here?
you don't believe God, so that's why.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
believe that God exists, but what you're saying doesn't make any sense about our topic. People are dying doesn't prove anything.
So why people die? And when the
It's
people
just a
die, what are you gonna
question.
do?
Why people die? The answer is our biology.
Biology.
Yeah, your organs stop working and you die, right?
Biology.
So what? Oh, you
Yeah,
think that,
okay.
that there's an angel comes and kill
Who
you?
created you, man? Who created
Who
you?
created Allah?
Allah, but you don't believe Allah.
Yeah, I'm asking who created Allah, but you believe in Allah, right?
Yes, I believe in
Then who
Allah
created Allah?
and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Okay. Like, who created Allah?
Who created Allah?
Yeah.
You know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is just only one.
Okay,
in
you
the earth.
universe subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't have a creator, it just exists.
Just exists.
Yeah, it doesn't have a creator. Because universe is perfect. It doesn't need anything to create it. How can a perfect thing needs a creator? Universe is perfect, therefore it doesn't need a creator. That's so simple. That's not my belief, by the way. I'm just trying to show you that just because you say, "Oh, who created this?" That doesn't mean it has a creator, right?
No,
No. If
the,
no,
the
then who created
Allah,
Allah?
okay, the Allah, it's only one in the earth.
The universe is
Okay?
only one that exists.
Who created the sky and the earth at the same time. Okay.
Okay, I
And
can say Lily is the only one who created Allah. I can say that. That means like now we have another creator? No, right? Just because you say that the sky has a creator, that doesn't mean it has a creator.
okay. Actually, I promise you, I'm gonna read about all these kind of things, and I'm gonna give you the box. Okay. And right now, I just gonna back for my work. Just a couple of minutes. Okay. And but sooner or later we're gonna meet again. I hope you all the best in your life. With
The
you,
same.
actually.
Thanks for good wishes, man, and thanks for joining. And I'll just remind you that you were live on YouTube. I reminded you at the beginning, and I want to remind it at the end of this conversation. Something that you know, but I just want to inform you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks
So
for
have a
joining.
lovely day.
Yeah, and thanks for your wishes. Hey, Jolie, welcome. We have a recreation problem. That doesn't feel good. You know, this topic problem. Oh, I did it. I'll jump into if you guys are following. I don't want to miss the room. Oh, Lee. Thanks for joining, Lee. Yeah, like the problem is going on. I don't understand why again. Probably he changed the settings again. But yeah, time to time, I'm able to create the topic. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like a glitch, or maybe the AI that he's using have some limitations. Maybe I don't know. Let us participate and speak. Osman, do you have the mic, Osman? I hope you read. Hey man, welcome. I hope you read the title and welcome message.
So I think you're an atheist.
Yes, I am.
I have one or two questions.
Two questions.
First of all, what made you to become an atheist?
I realize that I
And
don't have good evidence for the existence of God.
okay, so do you believe in science then?
What do you mean? Do you believe science is not a religion?
No, I mean, instead of believing in religion, do you, in alternative, go towards science and others things like that?
To learn about the universe, yes, I go to science.
So the main question that people ask, I always hear people asking atheist people this question: what caused the Big Bang? Because all
Mm.
science comes from that, action, the Big Bang. So
Is
I
it your second
every
question?
time hear that question.
Is it
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
second question? Okay, for the
That's my
people who
second
ask me that question, I ask them, who created the creator of the universe?
I believe. I just believe. I do not ask questions. I believe in God, and that is just a belief.
That's just a belief. Like realizing that that's a good thing, but you should learn that asking who did this, that doesn't mean someone did it, because in the end of the day, someone will come and ask, "Hey, who created your God?" And you will say, "Oh, my God is uncreated." And asshole atheists can say, "The universe is uncreated. This is what I believe." So, and you will say, "Oh, this is my belief." So then the conversation will end. I hope it will end like
But
that.
but I
But
mean,
in the end of the
science is
day,
not something.
we will not know which one of you guys are right.
Yeah, but listen, science is not something that you believe, right? Science is based on facts. But the religion is something that you believe. I can believe that the God is, all living, and he's not created by any other person, and
Yeah.
he's the eternal. But
Yeah.
in science, you have
And,
to
and,
have,
and, and again, an asshole atheist doesn't have to follow science, okay? Like just because I follow science to learn about the universe, that doesn't mean all people do that or all atheists do that. So they don't have to answer every question scientifically, right? There's no such a rule. Like since you're not explaining, then other people are also free not to explain everything through science, right? So if someone will say that the universe is the only thing that exists, it doesn't have a creator. It's how I define. It's how I believe. You don't have any right to say anything because it's the same thing that you do. You just go one step further and you say, "Wait a second, I believe the universe has a creator, and it doesn't have any cause. It doesn't have any creator." Okay, and the other person can just say, "Oh, wait a second, we don't have to go there. Let's say the universe doesn't have a creator; it just exists there."
Yeah, but at that time, we are not talking about, factual things. I mean, I can say that I believe something because I believe in a religion.
Okay.
It can be wrong, it can be good, it can be anything, but I believe it is true. But
Okay.
when it is science, everything is based on facts. So when you say that evolution is there's let's say, for example, there's the Big Bang happened. When I ask you what caused the Big Bang, you should have an answer for that. You
Okay.
cannot say
First of
that
all,
I believe that the
if
Big
you want to
Bang
talk
just happened.
scientific, then you should ask scientific questions, logical questions. Okay. Your question, "What caused Big Bang," is an illogical question in science, in logic. Okay.
I think in science, everything that is happening has to have
You
something
are
that started.
not
Like
interested
something cannot
in knowing what
listen.
is a fallacious question. If you don't listen to me, why should I listen to you, Osman? Give me a reason to listen to you when you're not listening to me.
I mean, in science, everything.
You see, you're not like I'm
has to
asking
be
a question.
linked.
Why should I listen to you if
Okay,
you're not listening to me? Is a question. I ask you, and yeah, you're proving that you're not listening. You just proved it.
okay. What question did you ask me? I didn't hear you.
That was a question. Why should I listen to you when you're not listening to me? Is a question already. You see. And he was like,
I mean,
"What
I was
question you're
listening to you.
asking? This is the question." No, you are
I mean,
not.
I gave you your chance to talk, and you
Oh,
talked.
really? I
Then
gave you the chance to talk, man. I
Okay,
just gave you
so
the chance to talk.
in science, everything that has to move has to be caused by something. There's
Okay.
nothing that can
Okay,
move
then
without
what moved
anything.
God? What moved God? If you believe in science, if you believe in science, what moved God? Tell me.
I mean, you just said science is not
I
something
didn't
that you
say.
believe. Science is
Yeah. So
founded
then why are you
in
talking
facts.
about science? I mean, by the way, I didn't say
I
that.
don't believe.
But
I don't believe in science.
let's go with science. Let's go with science. Okay. If you think that everything has a mover, who moved God?
I am a believer. I
You
believe
are a
in God.
believer. I don't
Whether
care about your belief, then,
I
Osman.
believe in
So
God.
you don't want to talk based on science, and you just want to say, "Oh, this is what I believe." Okay, then it's over. Then it's
Do you
over, man.
understand the meaning of belief?
I
Do you understand
understand
the meaning
you
of belief?
accept something even without evidence. That's what you say.
You can
And
believe something even if it is not wrong. You can believe something that you don't know. I
yes,
believe is
exactly. If that's the only
allowing
case for you,
something
then
that
I'm
you don't
not
know.
talking to you because you're saying it's just my belief. That's all. Stop. Period. It's your belief. So how can I argue about that? You can believe something even when you know it's wrong, or when you claim that you don't know what it is, as you said. You don't know it, but you can still believe in it. Okay, no problem. Okay. Who's that? And that's so weird. You want to talk about science, and you don't want to talk about science at the same time. Why give me the mic if you can't allow me to speak? Because you don't allow me to speak in my own room. That's why I don't want to give you the mic anymore. You don't want to listen. Like, I'm asking a question. 1 second later, you're saying that, oh, what's your question? That's so weird. And then you're saying, why not give me the mic? Yeah, I'm not giving you the mic because you're not listening at all. If it's based on belief, then period. Okay, nothing to argue about that. You don't want to argue. You are the one who's ending this conversation, this discussion. Okay. Okay. You said because you have a religion. You believe that's circular. You believe that this religion is true. It's just circular reasoning. I believe that this because I believe this. Oh, really? Okay. I'm not. You're the one who's talking about science so far. You ask about science. You are the one who used the word science in the first place. I don't need to even talk about science here. You want to talk about science or you don't want to talk about science. You should have decided it earlier. And I don't care about that, man, because just because you believe in something, as you say, either true or not, right? And I don't care about that because it can be false. When it comes to God, I don't want to think that, it's false, or I don't want to believe without bad evidence. I don't want to believe with the bad evidence. So there's a lot of poor evidence around, okay? And I don't want to use those things. Flora. Okay. You have the mic, Flora. Oh, you're not audible. That's not good. Oh, now you are.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
In your topics, I can see that I have some options to talk about. So I just want to know about your point of view in afterlife, because it's in a topic,
Yes,
right?
it's in my topic, and I don't believe that there's an afterlife.
Oh, you don't believe there is an afterlife? All
Yes.
right. What do you think about soul? Like, I just want to know about your point of view. I don't want to
Oh,
throw any comment, my opinion, or anything.
no problem.
No,
No
no
problem.
argue. I just want to know what you think.
I don't believe in
I just want
soul either.
Okay. Then what do you believe in? I'm really
I
curious.
mean, oh, the things that I believe are not here in these topics. So that means I don't want to talk about the things that I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Or
All
just
right.
because you don't believe in, let's say, afterlife, that doesn't mean you believe in something else. Sure, I believe in many things, but I think you are thinking in a very different way. Because, like for example, when I say I don't believe in God, oh, then what you believe?
No,
Wait
no,
a
no.
second. Either I believe or I don't believe, and I don't believe.
Hello. You didn't get me actually. I thought you are into science, but you were having some discussion with that guy, and you told him that you don't want to talk about science. So I wanted to actually hear: do you believe in science? If you don't believe in God,
Okay,
like some
science is
people.
not a religion, okay? I use
Yeah, I know.
science to learn about this universe, and in that sense, yeah, I believe the statements of science. But science is so reliable? No. There are problems in science, like even Big Bang. Recently, now they started to argue about the Big Bang theory that we know, right? So they think that it might be wrong. So I like science because of that, because science can criticize itself, criticize those statements. They can check, they can learn something new, and they can say, wait, we were wrong. Science is very honest in that sense, but religions, they don't do that. It is dogmatic, as Julie said. So they don't want to change the beliefs that they have. And I'm really curious about Muslims, what they're going to say about Big Bang Theory in Quran, because they believe that Big Bang is mentioned in the Quran. How did they learn about the Big Bang? Through the science. And now science said, wait a second, we have a problem with Big Bang. Are they gonna say what? God was wrong? Or they will say, no, science is wrong. Big Bang must be true. but they learn it through the science.
Question, sir.
Yep.
Did you read Quran,
Yes, I read.
Bible, all of the books? You read?
I didn't read all the books about religions, but yes, I read Quran, I read Bible, and some part of Old Testament, and partially Bhagavad Gita, but you know, it's not significant. But you know,
Okay. Can you say that actually you know everything, like whatever you have read? Do you think that you remember everything what was written on this book, and do you think that
definitely no, I didn't
you?
memorize those books.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you're an atheist. So
Yes, I'm an
from which
atheist. Yeah.
yeah, from which age? I mean, you were not an atheist in your childhood, right? Your parents actually had some
That's not
religions, and
important, Flora. That's not. It's not necessary to talk about. Okay.
yeah, I know, but I'm just curious, like what made
And then
you
I
an
cannot
atheist?
satisfy all your curiosity here. So
Yeah, yeah.
I answered so far all your questions, but not this one.
All right, all right. I respect that. I don't want to force you on anything. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have any other things to say. Thank you for letting me speak.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, the guy is still complaining in the chat box. Then you should shut up until you have an answer for everything you are backing up. Oh, really? He left. Okay. People are people. They believe in something as if it's so real, and then they turn to you and they say, oh, what about your religion of science and blah blah and blah blah. And when you tell them the difference between science and religions, they don't care. There's a huge difference between science and religions. Science is always improving. Even a fact may not be a fact in the future for us. And as we said before, it shows that it's honest. It's not dogmatic. But when it comes to religions, it's not like that. Well, even if there is a change, it's very slow in religions. And then that's the biggest difference.
But that was his point was a little weirder than that, because he admitted that science and religion were not the same. He admitted that
Okay, I missed that
science.
part.
What he was saying is that you need to justify what you're believing because science
need
is
to?
based on facts, and he doesn't, because science is based on belief, and so he can believe in whatever he wants basically because it doesn't require justification.
Oh, that was his point. But I answered that also. If you just believe in something and if you don't want to justify it, then we don't have to talk about it. I'm not here putting the topic of science here. I'm not talking about if this is a belief, I'm not talking about it. Like I'm not here to talk about that one. If someone creates a topic science and if they want me to justify, yeah, maybe I will end the conversation in that way because I believe in many things in science also without justifying. I just trust science. And they also trust religions for some other reasons. But in the end of the day, the reasons that why I trust science rather than religions, again, there's a huge difference. Very big difference. But yeah, like if they don't want to justify those things, they're free not to justify. Then don't come here and don't try to discuss about those things. You can prove a lot of things in science. When it comes to religions, the biggest claims, the major claims of the religions are not proven. That's the biggest difference. Science is based on, bit of informations. But religions, they're based on big claims, very big claims, like God exists. God created this universe. And there's hell and heaven. These are huge claims. Yeah, sure. He was just trying to shift. That's classical, Julie. Oh, I can't prove my God. You can't prove science. Okay. But I don't worship science. I don't kill someone for science, right? I don't go and invade a country because of science. I don't discriminate a person because of science. There's no specific language, no any race when it comes to science. But when it comes to religions, ooh, no need to mention about it. Am I audible? What a nickname! Okay. I don't want to click on that. Julie, are they clickable? Oh, you haven't. Okay. Okay, wait a second.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
He's just sharing that we have to be aware from this toxic and where people in FIFA talk. He has a
What?
list. Oh my gosh.
What a list?
What?
You
Yeah.
always
Like
ask
be
how
aware
to
of these
talk.
people.
Okay. Okay.
We're all toxic people. How? Bro, how did you make this list? It's a huge list. You're that
Follow this
unemployed?
request. Okay. Okay. We have lost the speakers. I mean, I lost them, some of them, by muting them and kicking some of them. I don't know. You're just trying to watch the YouTube. Thank you. That's more beneficial for me. When the silent users are just listening it through YouTube, that's way better. Okay, what's the time? Let me check. Okay, I think I can create another room. Okay, I hope AI works this time. Okay. Waiting. No, I couldn't create. I couldn't create. Yeah. There's that glitch. Maybe I should refresh this one. Nope, it's not working. Owner. It's funny.
No way. Oh my. Oh,
Hey,
sorry.
what?
I was just reading about the.
What?
I found my friend's profile. That's why I'm laughing. On no life. What? Holy shit.
Didn't get it, but anyway.
All right.
Hey.
Yes, philosopher, you remember me?
No.
All right.
She's reading the lists.
Why this room is dead?
Why this room? I killed it.
You are a killer.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, occasionally.
Yeah. You can think like a part-time job?
For free.
Not always.
I want to, there is this girl in Indian section. She's very, very mean to me.
There's a girl and she's mean to you.
Yes.
I cannot help with that.
Take money.
Okay, I'm not able to create.
I was in that room, I was proposing someone and she kicked me out.
Proposing what?
Proposing to a girl, a different girl.
You were proposing to a different girl and they kicked you.
The other girl kicked me.
Okay. Maybe she got enemies.
I don't know. Girls are very jealous creature.
Jealous.
Yes.
I think humans are jealous.
Humans are, but other humans don't kick me. She did.
Okay. So, how can you generalize that situation?
Yes, I have every right to, generalize because right now I am angry.
Okay. Angry man. Okay.
Not angry all the time. Sometime.
Not angry.
So I was, what I said in that room. I said
Only English. Hey, only English. I want you to type that you have read that message that I pinned and you're okay with it and you want to talk about these topics or at least one of them.
What are you talking?
Talking to someone. Don't be jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm just curious because no one is talking. A flower lady.
Flower lady, are you planning to propose her also?
No, her picture is very, very irritating.
Her picture's irritating.
I don't know what kind of flower is that.
It's a beautiful flower. What's wrong with that? Mind your own business, okay?
Look, other girl got jealous. I don't know what is happening.
It's not
I'm
called
talking
jealous.
to-
It's called offended, okay? You can disrespect anybody like that.
I am
It's
not
her.
disrespecting.
You are. It's her choice. She put that picture in her profile. If you don't like it, just shut your mouth, okay? Nobody asked about your opinion in here
Okay,
about her
now
profile.
we have an angry man and an angry lady.
Jesus
I'm not
Christ, she is very angry. She is, just coming at me very strongly. Hey, owner, why can't you, intervene?
Okay, since you're both angry, so I've seen a balance.
Okay. What are you interested to know about me?
Not about you. I am interested to know about that flower. What kind of flower is that? You are holding it.
You don't have to know.
Okay.
I have to know.
Okay, then take a
If
screenshot
you
and
don't
make a
want to
Google
tell, that
search.
is your choice. But don't tell me that I don't have to know. I will know somehow. And once I know, I will find you and I will tell you that I know. No matter where are you, I will find you. Anyways. Sorry for being loud.
There are many topics. Okay, you can talk to owner.
Yeah, many topics.
What is the topic?
Did
I
you read
talked
it?
about him last time. He just muted me. I told him everything about God and he just muted me. because he doesn't want to, hear opposite opinion.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
I think you sound very different today. That time you were sounding very different.
I changed my audio, yeah.
What?
I changed my mic. Maybe that's why.
How is that possible if you change just your mic? Your whole accent and manner of speaking changes?
What do you mean, Julie?
I feel the
You know when you're watching shorts and it starts recommending you lives, and then you can just scroll through the lives. They are all in the vertical screen. I've never seen one in this type of screen, and I was wondering if yours enters that list, because that makes it a lot easier for people. People are scrolling and finding something to watch, and that would help. Otherwise, you have to search for the channel. I don't know how it works.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm so ignorant and lazy about those things. But I'll start making remixes, like, in the short way.
Oh, yeah, but it wouldn't be the same as a live short, right?
Okay, probably not. I think I'm kind of understanding what you're saying.
Oh, can I ask you something, philosopher?
Yeah.
I can see that you have put your YouTube channel in here, philosopher. What kind of videos and contents do you make?
Since this is a live stream, so and mostly it's about these topics.
Oh,
Yeah.
this room is now recording and it's gonna post in your YouTube, right?
It is being recorded right now on YouTube because it's alive.
Yeah, and it's gonna be there
It's gonna be
forever. Is
there.
that so?
If I don't delete, yeah. Or if there's no, you know,
Hey,
apocalyptic scenario, yeah, probably. I don't know.
hey, you get money out of those streams?
Yeah, I get $1 million.
What about us?
You want to get something?
We are in it.
Okay, then you should help me every day. Come here, start speaking about these topics.
Why are you so obsessed with God?
I like these topics, man.
Leave him alone, man. He
Alone?
needs a rest.
How do they know?
Yeah. Who is this? Release.
How do they know that he's bored with me or he wants to be alone?
Not you. The whole, cosmos.
The whole I can't leave the cosmos, man.
Man, he's so tired. He doesn't even get a half day.
What?
Yes. They have to endure, people's shit.
Hello, Rose. Stop, please, please, please.
Stop bullying us.
Stop bullying. I am advocating for God. Julie.
I remember you. Release inner power. I just don't remember if we had good conversations or not. But it worth risking. I still try to recreate the room, but it doesn't allow me to put the mic. No, put the title.
Who is Rose here?
I think you are.
I am Sonar.
Never listens. People have been praying for so long. He likes to be left alone. Now you are a monkey. Oops.
I just like monkeys. I am not monkey.
Okay, that's why you didn't like that flower, because you're a rose. Now, who is jealous here?
I am not jealous. Why would I get jealous for
Because
nothing?
you're a rose.
Where is Rose?
Oh, where is
Then
Rose?
how can I see the stream?
Through my YouTube
What is?
channel.
Yes, Flora?
People mentioning.
Oh my god.
What?
Bro, you streamed for 5 freaking hours?
Oh, that's even nothing. I can do more than that.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I
These
will
are my
visit your
these are my first
Oh my.
trials. So I'm just warming up.
You seem to be a true seeker of God.
Maybe.
Yes, now I know that you want to believe in God.
Oh,
You are
it will be
seeking God.
interesting.
You know what you know.
Bye bye. Mysterious flower.
Hey, I will get back to you later.
To say what
Yeah.
the flower is okay.
I think that was lily. Lily or
Oh,
hibiscus?
okay.
I am not sure.
Now I'm sure that you're a rose. You know about flowers.
I am not Rose. So I was, we were talking about that you are a true seeker of God. You
Oh,
want
you
to
were
believe.
talking about that. You mentioned
Yes,
about that.
yes, that is what I've gathered, by observation.
Eh,
That you want so desperately to, God to come to you, or maybe you want to go to Him, and
it's a little bit risky. I know that. Because maybe there is a God and maybe God is an asshole. In that case, it would be disappointing.
and you will see Him, you will meet Him, sure, definitely.
Sure, definitely.
Or
How can I be
it,
sure, man? Come on.
it happens. It just takes it times. Everything take its time, and
If I say that you'll have 3 dicks in the future, be patient, it takes times. That means this is
maybe
true?
yes, that is possible. Who knows?
Maybe this is possible?
Who knows?
Come on, come on. Be a little bit realistic, okay?
3 dicks is a dream come true. Come on.
Do you know anyone, who had that dream came true?
Not now, but who knows? I said.
Okay. Do you see anyone magically growing,
Why would
organs,
I
limbs?
see other people's dick?
Like at least to get out. If someone says that I have 2 dicks, like what are the ways to, learn whether it's
Well,
true or
first of
false?
all, I the porn industry will hire him,
Oh.
and he will be very very useful, and he will rock the industry for sure.
Yeah, but do you know anyone who rocked the industry?
That is why I said that it will be
And
like
that's why like I said, if I say that to you, hey, wait, someone will rock the industry with 3 dicks. Just wait. It takes time, but it will happen. Are you gonna believe in me?
look, who knows, whatever can happen in
Come on,
future,
who
maybe at
knows?
that
Do you
time.
believe or not? Just because I said it takes time, just wait.
Yes, I believe anything can happen.
Eh.
In future, maybe let's say 1 lakh years after, people will fly for real.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yes.
I'm done. I'm done. Maybe that's why I muted you the last time.
Look, see now you're just don't want to just believe anything.
I just don't want to believe in anything.
Yes.
That's another good reason for me to mute people because they
That
assume
is what,
things.
and that is what makes you a true seeker of God.
Oh, it's not working yet. Why? It needs to work.
Shahriyar.
Shahariar is silent here.
Why these people are silent? These girls, these people.
I don't know.
Jesus.
Maybe they're busy. Maybe they don't speak good. Maybe they're shy. Maybe they don't want to hear themselves on YouTube.
Give me your YouTube.
Type Philosopher, my nickname. You see my nickname, Philosopher.
Philosopher, do you like so much? Like, I can see you're just watching his picture on your YouTube. In your screen, it's him
Oh,
at
now it's
Moncake.
him. Yeah, that
Why
looks
though?
good. It looks good. Yeah.
What?
They're watching
Flora, what
you on
happened?
YouTube. That's what
I am
she's
what?
saying. We are watching you on YouTube. That's what she said.
Oh, I can't see.
You cannot see yourself.
You give me the link.
Oh my god. It's not hard, man, if you type Philosopher.
You can just search that up.
Well, then I have to remove
Yeah.
from leave.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not as lazy as you are, man. Take the link.
Well, there are only 4 people watching, and I am one of them.
If you're watching right now, yes, you're one of them.
Philosopher,
Hey.
I want to say something about your YouTube channel, not about religion right now.
Okay.
So I'm a YouTuber actually. I have a YouTube channel also.
Oh.
And yeah, I managed or gained almost 10,000 subscribers within just 3 months. So I have some suggestions for you.
Okay.
First of all, like I actually stalked your YouTube channel. I watched many videos, and like the main thing is your videos are kinda every videos are very long and just about random, conversation with people and too long, just 1 hour or
They're
five
not
hours.
random, but yeah, like they can be long, yeah.
Yeah, very long conversations. So if you want to actually gather more audience or like large audience to your channel, so I think you should actually make some kind of I also like watched some like old videos of your those videos like animated. I noticed those videos were kind of very good and well documented. So
But
if you
they
actually
didn't
want
make a
to,
good job.
what?
They didn't make a good job.
No, those videos were like not gathered much views, but very quality videos. Those are were actually, but
Yeah, but
nowadays
if they're
you're
not
uploading.
making views, then what is the difference, man? Either it's
The
good
thing
quality
is
or
that
not.
like uploading this kind of random conversation and like very long videos like
But these are not
nothing.
random conversations. Like I look at the main screen right now. The topics are always nearly the same topics.
Yeah, there's the main thing, man. If you just upload the same video, like same kind of videos every day, or just uploading the same things every day, then that will not catch our audience or like the viewers. So you have to change, like make something different, about religion, about God you can make, but try to make some short videos, but you can put some more efforts and more information on just like very short video, in a short video like 5 minutes or 10 minutes
Okay,
maybe.
give me your YouTube channel's link.
Oh, okay. But my channel is not about religion; it's about education
Doesn't
and
matter,
gaming.
man. Let me see. Just having 10K subscribers doesn't tell anything, right? And you already checked my channel, but no views. So bye, Flora.
Oh, feel so bad here. You can see a lot of people. I want to give you personally. Maybe it will be more better.
What?
Why we will subscribe? You don't want subscribe?
No, I don't want to share like with a lot of people here. I don't
So
want to share.
they people will explore your channel, and if they like it, they will subscribe it. What is wrong with you?
People are. Do you think that they're knowledge haters? Then they will just come and troll your channel because you're just trying to educate
Oh
people?
no, man! I already experienced a lot of controversy. This is not a problem for me. I just don't
Oh,
want to
in
share.
an education channel? Come
He
on,
just
man. My topic, my niche is the most controversial ones. One of them.
That controversy was because I exposed some scammers who actually scams students. That's why, like, they try to, threat me, or they try to make some misleading information. But
Got it.
that's it.
You can send me in private. Let me follow you.
Okay, follow.
That doesn't even make sense.
It's okay, man. Like we should respect. Is what he wants. So how can we force him?
Well, I got curious because he was sharing some knowledge on how to reach a large audience.
And not all knowledge is free, man.
Come on, be a sport agnostic and share that with us.
Okay, and the thing is, I stopped uploading videos 9 months ago. So my last video was 9 months ago, but I gathered these views or like audience just within 3 months.
Within 3 months. Okay. Let's see.
And you should also maybe maintain some, attractive thumbnails. These are
Your
like
thumbnails are, yeah, they look good. I see that.
yeah, thumbnail is a very important part. So this is actually the most important part.
Why not make it in English, man?
Yeah, I will make in English
Wait,
after
your
like
last video made more than 145,000 views? And
yes,
you
and
stopped
that time
posting?
actually. Yeah, man, because I actually face a lot of controversy because I, expose some scammers, big, like they are very, big scammer in my country. So I exposed them with proofs, and then actually they gave me even life threats. So I had to stop.
Man, like, if you're doing good, don't stop it, okay? So, you see, I'm not doing good. I didn't stop. But you're doing good, and maybe you should change a little bit, like the way that you're doing it. Maybe you don't have to touch on the problems in your country, or maybe you
Yeah.
should just, point out other scammers in other countries, okay? But still,
Yeah,
you
but
can
I
do
thought
that.
I should help them. That's why I did this. But then actually I get there's some problem in my life, and then I had to stop. But and after stopping this, like I couldn't start again like the previous one when I actually was too much regular in YouTube. But right now I'm thinking that I will start again and I will make videos in English. So
Yeah, maybe
let's
you
think.
should continue in English, man.
Yeah, in English. I think in just few months I will start again.
Don't stop, man. If you're doing something good, just don't stop. Again, like if it's not safe, then maybe just change your focus.
Yes, yes, that's the thing. Many people told me the same thing, but I was kind of insecure about my life. So then that time I stopped, and after stopping, if I'm like, uh, if I actually change the direction of my thinking, or if I actually direct myself from something where I was like too much focused, then actually making focus again or recovering the focus or the consistency again too much hard, man. That's why actually I couldn't start again. But I'm thinking that I will start. That's it.
You see. Oh. Yep. Oops. I'll try again. If I cannot create, I'll stop. Yeah, I'm not able to create. Thanks for conducting this conversation. Okay, thanks for joining, Lee. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. At least I tried.
So we're gonna finish this session.
Yes, I'm planning to finish. So since I can't create new rooms, and you guys not interested in the topics, what can I do? I don't want to speak randomly. Also,
Most of the time I come here to listen, but people are not interested to talk.
oh, maybe your timing is not good.
Yeah, man, that's right, that's right. Most of the time I come here, just people are silent.
Yeah, and mostly people are silent. That's true, also. But yeah, we had a lot of conversations. Yeah, she sent me a message also. Yeah, I think he's busy. She said, "I'm sorry, I missed the first one." Okay, I'm ending the stream. Yeah, thanks for
Okay,
the
man.
people who joined.
Take care.
Oh, I didn't end it here. I'm ending it on YouTube. Anyways, see you guys on YouTube.
Okay, bye.